A lambda function in Python is a small anonymous function defined with the lambda keyword. Lambda functions can have any number of arguments, but only one expression. They are syntactically restricted to a single expression and are used primarily for creating small, throwaway functions without needing to formally define them using the def keyword. Syntax. The syntax for a lambda function is, as shown in below image. A lambda. This keyword is used to define a lambda function. Arguments. A comma-separated list of arguments, similar to those of a normal function. Expression. A single expression that is evaluated and returned. Example. Here's a simple example of a lambda function, as shown in below image. In this example, a lambda x, y, defines a function that takes two arguments, x and y. X plus y is the expression that gets evaluated and returned. Characteristics of lambda functions. 1. Anonymous. Lambda functions are anonymous, meaning they are not bound to a name unless assigned to a variable. 2. Single expression. They are limited to a single expression, which is evaluated and returned. 3. Inline use. Commonly used in places where small functions are needed for a short duration, like inside another function, or as arguments to higher-order functions. Use cases. 1. Short-term use. Lambda functions are handy for short-term use, where defining a full function would be overkill. 2. Higher-order functions, often used with functions like map, filter, and sorted, that take another function as an argument. Examples with higher-order functions. Map applies a function to all items in an input list, as shown in below image. A filter filters items in a list based on a condition, as shown in below image. A sorted sorts items in a list based on a key function, as shown in below image. Limitations. 1. Readability. Complex lambda functions can be difficult to read and understand. 2. Single expression. Limited to a single expression, which can restrict their use for more complex logic. 3. No annotations. Lack support for function annotations, which can aid in understanding and documentation. Comparison with regular functions. A lambda function, as shown in below image. A regular function, as shown in below image. While lambda functions provide a concise way to create small functions, regular functions, using def, are more versatile and readable, especially for more complex logic. Conclusion. Lambda functions in Python are a powerful tool for creating small, anonymous functions quickly. They are particularly useful for short-term tasks and functional programming styles, such as when working with higher-order functions. However, due to their limitations, they are best suited for simple operations and should be used judiciously to maintain code readability and maintainability.